guys, so today I'm coming at you with a bare face because I am testing out Primark makeup. For those of you who don't live in the UK, Primark is basically a really dirt cheap store that we have that sells clothes and bags and stuff that it is meant for, like, you know, low budget kind of shopping. And recently they started doing a makeup range and I just wanted to make a video to see if any of it is any good. I don't really hold out much hope, I am quite skeptical, but if we can find one or two gems in here, then that would be fantastic. I have used one of their eyeshadows before and it actually wasn't too bad. So, here we go. Let me first go through what I have. This is the PS Love, I'm assuming PS is their brand. PS Love 8 shade metallic eyeshadow palette, this is £2.50. This is the PS Love mascara, this cost £1, it's supposed to be volumizing, this is 12 milliliters. This is the PS Love brow pencil, again this was £1, just like pretty much everything here. It's also got like a little sort of brow brush on there. This is the PS Love liquid eyeliner. And finally we have the PS concealer, which again was £1. This is meant to be just like an under eye and spot concealer. They don't do a foundation, or at least they don't in my local store, so that is all the products I'm going to try. I have moisturised my face before doing any of this because I always moisturise my face anyway before putting on makeup, so it is kind of just like a constant. Okay, right. So first off, let's try out the PS concealer. Don't mind me opening it, that's how you know that I haven't done it before. So, first impressions. Ooh, that does not open properly, okay. I don't know if you can see, it's got, compared to the palm of my hand, it's quite a yellowy tint, which is good for dark under eye, so we shall see how that goes. I'm gonna do what I always do with my concealers and start with my under eye. I always put some on here, sort of like a primer for eyeshadow, because I'm lazy and I use concealer as a primer. Now for some reason my eye bags, they're not symmetrical anyway, but hopefully if I move over to this side, that's the difference, which isn't too bad with these soft boxes, but honestly looking in this mirror here, it's not that great. It has started to spread a bit easier now. I don't know if it's because it's warmed up, but it has. Okay. Yeah, it's really bad in this area. I don't think I'll be able to show you properly, but yeah, that is just caked up completely. My skin isn't usually that dry, like most of my concealers I can get away with, but this has just really brought up all those dry areas for me. Like, I would say this is on par with quite a few concealers, at least like lipstick concealers that you can get in Superdrug and Boots for like $2.99. I'd say this is on par with a lot of those. So I guess you are saving money, it's not too bad. Well, I think that is the best that we are gonna get with this. I'll try and zoom in and show you guys what this looks like. So I don't know if you guys can see, you can see very slightly, especially here, it has caked up a lot. It's very dry around this area. It covered the spot quite well. My dark under eyes are not actually too bad, but as you can already see, there is already a bit of creasing there. That is as far in as I think this camera will let me go. It's just very drying, especially look, it's already collecting around my nose. This is that sexy area that has already sort of started to dry up a little bit. I guess overall I would rate this like maybe like 2 or 3 out of 10, but considering the price, I would say for £1, that's at least a 7 or 8 out of 10. So there you go. If you're strapped for cash, get that, but be prepared for creasing and oiliness and yeah. Okay, next up I am going to try the eyeshadow palette. So the little brush that you get with it is, you've got like a fibre tip brush which looks awful, there's like synthetic hairs coming out everywhere, and an applicator brush which you guys will all be familiar with. I'm going to try and use the applicator brush and then use this for blending. I assume that's what it's for. First off, I'm taking the brow bone eyeshadow. Oh, this applicator, I hate using these things so much. Always try and use a brush if you can for this. The pigment is actually really quite strong in this. You can really see the eyeshadow. Some brow bone ones you can't really see all that well, but this one is definitely heavily pigmented. I really need to pluck my eyebrows. That's what I've taken away from this video. It's actually scratching my eyelids right now, which is not fantastic. I'm going to go with this pink colour here for the crease area. It doesn't seem like the type of eyeshadow that's going to crease up, which is quite good. It's actually done relatively okay. You can see the colours, there's no creasing. You can see where I've tried to blend it. It's actually not bad at all. So now I'm just going to take the sort of brownish plumish colour for the definer. The definer is just the little part that you do on the edge and blend it in. This is where it's sort of really, you know, you're really testing to see if these blend well together, because I always find it so difficult to blend these. If you watch any of my videos, you'll definitely be able to see that. Thing is, just to make it look slightly darker, I've had to put a lot on. Which I think is gonna probably cause some problems in terms of creasing later on. But again, this is just powder, so you shouldn't have too many problems with creasing. I'm already getting the little fibres go onto my cheek, which is fabulous. That's exactly why I bought it. There you go. You can see there's a bit of defining going on. It's not too bad. I could probably try and blend that a bit better. Let me just try and do that now. Like, that's as good as it's gonna get with one of these. I mean, if you look at how, yeah. But overall, it's not terrible. I think I've had worse eyeshadow, so for $2.50 it's really not that bad. Okay, so I've just done the same with the other eye, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows with the brow pencil. Tried to zoom you in, I don't know how much you'll be able to see. Oh, already it is sort of clumping in my eyebrows a little bit. You have to be very, very delicate with it. I think it's a case of putting a little bit on and then brushing it through and then putting a little bit more on if you need it. The shade isn't actually as bad as I thought, but it has got quite a red tone to it, which is alright for me because I have red hair, but otherwise, like, I prefer sort of a neutral brown. See, if you press too hard, you've immediately got like this sort of dark thing going on, which looks a bit silly. I mean, now they look drawn on as opposed to sort of looking naturally dark. So, okay, I've brushed it through. It's not too bad, but now I've sort of spread it with that brush like over here. So you can see it's very red toned. It's like a mahogany kind of colour, but overall, like, this brush has counteracted that sort of dark, you know, line that I accidentally did. So let's just go ahead and do the other before I zoom you guys in. See, I've already just messed up there. That's just, oh no. See, now I feel like I've blended too much because now they're really, really sort of smoky eyebrows, which is a bit weird. So you should be able to tell from here that me blending them has meant that they have this sort of smoky kind of blended out feel to them. I know I really need to pluck them. Again, this is just uneven here because I couldn't really apply it there because then it would just go dark. So I don't know, it gives the effect of like bushy brows, I suppose, if that's what you're after, but it's mostly the actual red tone that is bugging me in these. I just find it a really, really weird kind of colour. I think to get away with these kind of eyebrows, you need like a sort of dark mahogany kind of colour hair, whereas obviously mine is like bright red right now, so it's a nightmare. But overall, like, from a distance they don't look too bad, but I know that they look awful close up, so I will not be using that for sure. Okay, so the penultimate product is the liquid eyeliner, and I'm very, very fussy and very finicky with these, so I'm not even going to try and attempt wings with these. I don't even wear wings on my eyeliner anymore anyway, because I think they just look a bit, you know, over the top. Also, I'm going to have to look down for this, because there's no way that I have to have two hands on my face when I do this. This brush is just disgusting. It's genuinely one of those that just sort of, okay, I think I'm learning with these brushes you always want to go from the inside out, never go the outside in, because then you sort of flick it and it goes everywhere. So, top tip of the day that I just learned, I'm actually doing surprisingly okay with this, which I was not expecting at all. I think I'm actually nearly there. It actually looks okay. Okay, let me show you guys. I am actually quite proud of this. I think it looks okay, and I didn't really have a problem applying it, to be honest. The only issue is, again, the brush, because it's very, very fine and sort of very, very bendable, so you can't apply a lot of pressure. Definitely work from the inside out, otherwise, like I said, you're just gonna flick it everywhere. But going that way, it sort of lies flat on your eye and gives you a sort of natural shape. So actually, I'm very, very, very impressed with that liquid eyeliner. It's not being affected by blinking, it's dried quite quickly, so yeah, I would genuinely use that, I think, and that was only £1, so this is genuinely a good product, which I'm actually really, really amazed at. So if we can take anything from this video, it's that Primark liquid eyeliner is okay. The last product that we are going to try is the mascara. So first coat. It's okay. It's not very volumizing. It's definitely sort of separating my eyelashes into small groups rather than individual lashes. It's okay if you brush the clumps out. It's honestly just because of the brush. But the brush is quite stiff, so you can't really curl upwards. because otherwise you're just gonna hit your eyelid. Always give it a wiggle as you go up through your eyelashes. Never just go straight up, because look, I've already just flicked a bit on my face. Also, never go in and sort of wipe it off while it's wet if you make a mistake. Wait till it dries and then use a Q-tip and it just comes straight off. You know what to do with that mascara. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So as a normal mascara, it's not too bad. It's not volumizing. But I'm gonna give it a second coat and find out if it is after a second coat, but it has extended my lashes and they're actually quite nice. It's not making any difference putting another coat on because these have just dried really, really quickly. It's making a slight bit of difference. But basically it depends on the chemicals in the mascara, whether they sort of solidify your lashes or not. Cheaper mascaras will sort of make them go really, really hard, which you don't really want, because then the second coats are just useless. It also makes them really, really hard to remove. So you might find that waterproof mascaras make your lashes quite hard and quite stiff. So don't believe anything that says waterproof and volumizing, because you won't be able to get both of those. Unless you get like a really expensive brand where they've like stuck freaking ambrosia in it or something. Okay, so these are my lashes after applying 2 coats of the £1 Volumizer mascara. And they're really not that terrible. Like I said, it works as a basic mascara, don't expect volume, but they've dried quite quickly and it works. So can't really complain, especially not for the price of £1. Okay, so this is my face with all the makeup on. Worst product was definitely the concealer, which came out very cakey and very oily. Still not bad for the price of £1. Best one is definitely the liquid eyeliner, which surprised me a lot, followed by probably the eyeshadow. Which is pretty good. The brush wasn't very good, and the volumizer mascara was not too bad either. Not a fan of the eyebrows personally, but if you're gonna pick up anything, make it these 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that my Primark sacrifice was worth it, and I shall see you guys very, very soon. So bye.